think that worked. Yeah. Hey, I figured out things.
Woo!
That only took all day.
Well, you know.
I thought it was going to be automatic because the first time it was.
Oh. Yeah, I can hear you.
I need to mute. And hey, I figured out things. That only took all day. Hold on.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be automatic because the first time it was. Oh, great. Now I lost that. Sorry.
So how's my audio quality?
It's
just
pretty,
using like headphones.
It's pretty poor, honestly.
Yeah, I don't have one of them fancy setups that I'm using like headphones.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious, but I don't think anyone really minds. And everyone is welcome to join this stream. I just wanted to test it out, and like I said, I really don't have a topic to think of. I just wanted to hang out.
Yeah. Yeah.
So did you say? Oh, go on.
Yeah, you go. Yeah, I was just gonna. Yeah, 3 people watching. Woo.
Wow, that's like a third of my subscribers, I think.
Well, I'm one of your subscribers, and I'm on, so.
That is true. And I think they're counting me as a view because I have it up on my laptop.
I also have it up, so.
Well, it's hard to say then.
Yeah.
There might be one person. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, Nadine's in the chat, and Bad Tempered Badger.
Yep, he's cool. I know him.
Yeah. Yeah. So what you testing out?
Christy was in the chat, but I don't know if she still is.
So what you testing out streaming for? Planning on doing like a big hangout thing?
Just for whenever my channel blows up, which I'm sure it will.
Oh,
yeah, once I start making content.
You mean 4 videos isn't considered content?
Well, if you look at my channel description, it promises, I think, 1 video every 3.6 something years. So I'm doing good so far. I'm holding to my promises.
Well, yeah. See, you're doing better than I am. I don't have any videos.
Oh, that's weird. Well, I'm glad this worked. I finally figured it out. I don't know if I'll be able to figure it out the next time. I should have been screen capturing everything I did so I could just review it later. It's really hard to say.
Well, I'm sure YouTube has some tutorials.
Yeah. Yeah, I watched a tutorial. I watched 2 tutorials, actually, before even doing this, just to make sure. I just sent Christy, hey, I got this stream to work. I don't think she'll join, but it'd be cool if she did.
Yeah, wasn't she saying that she's decorating for Christmas?
Oh, is she? Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really haven't been on Twitter or anything. I was going to start up the stream, but then my dad needed me outside to help cover the boat up with the tarp and move the boat and move the vehicles. So it was literally the first time he's needed me all weekend. Of course.
Now, you know, I've just been setting up a D&D campaign.
Have you?
Roll20. Yeah. A bunch of my friends have just got into D&D, and so they're starting campaigns left and right. I think I'm involved in like 4 of them at this point.
What is that like?
It's a bit crazy. keeping track of things and.
Oh no, I just meant having friends.
Oh well, it's insane.
I'm sure. I was there once, I think.
Yeah, all 5 of them.
Back in my youth. No, the 2 friends I actually have in town are both like neo-Nazis. I don't know why they're on the kick, but they're on the kick of just like, oh yeah, no. One of them's agnostic, the other one's an atheist. And just neither one of them have German last names.
Wait,
so weird.
Like actual neo-Nazis or just like alt-right
wannabe little punk not little punk posers. I mean, they're both in their 30s. So it's just what they believe. They're just like, oh yeah, Jordan Peterson and Sargon.
Okay, so like Richard Spencer kind of.
Yeah, Richard Spencer. And and also collecting Nazi memorabilia.
Oh, that's a bit weird.
Isn't it? I mean, it's North Idaho, but come on, that's a little bit stereotypical for us white guys around here. Hey, Badger.
Hey.
I think he joined.
Well, I see his thing.
I see his thing. Are you muted? He broke. He broke.
Oh no. It's sad. Sad.
Very sad. Yeah, I actually got the whole setup. Well, I bought the mic originally to play Fortnite. And the headphones to play Fortnite. And then I realized I don't really like Fortnite.
Hello, what's happening with you?
Not much. We're talking about Nazis and Fortnite.
There we go. I got the bloody thing working.
Woo! I mean,
yeah, so I
feel
had
like
my microphone disabled.
I was going to ask
Nazis and Fortnite. Oh yeah. I figure Nazis and Fortnite must be related, right? Very just meshed together well.
Fortnite
goes. Excuse me, coughing. I have the ligma.
What?
So excuse me, coughing. I'm dying of the ligma.
Oh wow, that's shit.
Yeah, so how's that Fortnite going?
Oh, I was just telling Mikaeel, is it
Mikaeel.
Mikaeel here.
Come on, man. We've been friends for like 2 days.
I know, right? I should know your name by now.
I like it.
Mikaeel. No, I was just telling him that I bought this. It is him, right? We have only been friends for 2 days. I mean,
yeah, it is.
My microphone when
okay.
I cough.
Okay, I didn't know if I was supposed to. I don't know your preference.
I identify as an attack helicopter. Thank you very much.
Well, as long as it's an Apache. No, I bought the mic and the headphones for playing Fortnite, and then I played Fortnite and realized I don't like Fortnite.
Oh. Well, that's a bit shit, really, isn't it?
Yeah, it kind of sucked.
Well, now he has a nice YouTubing setup.
Yeah.
Have you considered prayer?
Prayer for what?
just pray that the Almighty will show you how to like Fortnite.
Oh, no. No, I don't think it's something I want in my life.
Praise the Lord. Praise it. Have you heard the good word?
And this little studio setup I have back here.
Oh, that's fancy.
I was going to buy a soundboard for like $5 online, and I decided, you know what, I'll just make my own. I bet it'll be cheaper too. Wound up costing me over $200, but it's cool. It's cool.
Yeah,
it looks nice.
It's
one of those sound absorbing doodlies, isn't it?
Yep. It's just canvases that are. I can actually take one down. They're actually.
The echo.
Oh man, it's probably ruining your ears by now. Yeah, it's just Yeah, they
That's
just
cool.
kind of.
I like that. That's pretty snazzy.
Yeah.
See, I have this amazing echo reduction setup, which is a large fabric wardrobe.
Yeah, I have a bunch of coats and stuff hung up on the door over there.
Yeah, no, I'm.
I've got
yeah, that
this big
looks
have
good.
wardrobe.
headphones in.
This big wardrobe, which is essentially like a rickety pine frame covered in fabric.
Not like an armoire. I think we're having this.
Yeah,
It leans.
we were talking about that last night on the Discord. Armoires and whatchamacallem? Comforters.
Comforters. Duvets.
Duvets.
You call them duvets, Badger?
Well, that depends whether I'm speaking properly or colloquially.
In general.
In general, I would refer to it as a duvet. But if we're having a it's the ribs alarm.
That's not a bad alarm.
But if we're having a colloquial discussion, it'll be have you got the dovet?
Dovet. we just call it a comforter or a blanket.
Yeah, I
like
call it
blanket,
a duvet or a blanket.
See, this is how we know we've made it. We're talking to a British person.
or if I'm being a prick, I'd say, have you brought the dovet? Right, I better go and deal with that alarm because that's the ribs alarm.
Ribs, like cooking?
Yeah, I've got some ribs in the oven.
Nice.
I think we're gonna try tweeting this out again. Maybe, I don't know. I doubt. Maybe Lavender Lady would want to watch or join. I don't know.
I'll do that as well in a sec. I don't know if I have any more people who actually read my stuff than you do, but you never know.
I almost have 100 followers.
Oh, easy, steady on there.
Yeah, it's kind of mind blowing.
Is he trying to big league us right now?
He's in a much higher class.
Am I? Fucking hell.
Just listen to the accent. You're way higher.
Right, be right back. Ribs alarm.
All right.
Yeah. See, I don't do Twitter. Like, most I ever use Facebook for is reposting, like sharing, like cat videos. I'm terrible.
Cat videos are very important.
I mean, yeah. How else would we suck people into the internet and then just devour their souls?
True.
Cat videos.
Don't block me.
Oh, hey.
Woo!
Who are you?
Please don't block me.
I won't block you. Who are you?
Yes, you cannot block me.
I think it's
I might block you if it's a bot.
Hello.
Somebody joined, I think, is a bot.
I think it's like, yeah. And their little icon there in the corner is just the screen.
Yeah, I'm looking right now. I'm trying to anyway. I'm looking to see if I have options. I don't care. Whoever they are, they can listen.
Yeah.
I can always mute them.
Yeah. It's, is there like a max number of people who can be on a Google Hangouts call?
There is.
Well, if we get up to that many people, we can always kick them.
Yep. Who the heck joined? I can't even read their name. That's
Sinwad.
Yeah, they're doing something in they're probably one of my subscribers I don't know about.
Hey, looks like we have somebody else in chat.
Well, that's good.
Atheist.
Well, I'm gonna go down and look at the chat. What game is that?
I don't know, but it looks cool.
Looks like Rune Quest.
Before my time.
No, RuneQuest has been around since like the 90s, I think.
Yeah, see, before my time.
Oh, yeah, I forget you're a youngster.
I know.
Moustache,
I'm basically a
excuse
fetus.
false impression.
And so we got 4 people on the stream. I feel like this is enough. Yeah, I feel like we need to have like deep conversation. You know what? We should try to like get a flat earther or a creationist in here, and just knock off nonsec.
I can see if I can get that evolution_false guy on Twitter.
Yeah.
He's been not answering my emails about when he wants to come and have a chat.
Well, Sinkin what? I'm not going to block you or kick you out, but I'm going to turn off your camera since you're just screen sharing. Sure, that's okay with you.
He's probably trying to adjust it. So
Stop turning my camera on.
All right, or I'll kick you. Either way.
Very demanding.
No kicking me.
I have no idea how this guy found the stream.
I mean, if they'd like to like and subscribe, maybe share the link.
Yeah, exactly. That's a good idea.
I see you in the old comments occasionally, don't I, Mr. Brantley?
Oh, absolutely. I was in the comment thread just today.
Yeah. I'm in this weird position now where people actually like listen to the things I say from time to time, and I don't know how to deal with this.
I've been following your rule book since day one.
Oh,
Everything you've said, I've just been sticking to it.
I mean, I'm gonna have to go and subscribe to you now. Like,
so when are you gonna live underground and eat like beetles and stuff?
That's still up in the air, really. I don't believe in communism.
it doesn't exist. Communism never actually existed. It was a hoax by the Chinese government.
I see. Well,
Exactly.
another thing that never actually existed.
The moon.
Round Earth. Let's bring it back.
I just kicked him.
We're bringing it back. We're bringing back the flat Earth.
Did you guys see Non-Sec last night? It was...
I watched. No, wait. Flat tards or whatever.
Yeah. Brother Ernest was on. A representative of. No, he got the guest, Brother Ernest. He's part of like Lord Rael's cult. He got super triggered by their background because they had like an animated globe in the background.
Oh dear!
And he hopped on and just started getting triggered about. You want me to believe this silly cartoon is real?
Outstanding.
Yeah, he doesn't have a real mic set up.
You seen that thing? It's now we got Flat Earth Society members all around the globe. Now that's not right.
Beautiful.
Oh, the ribs alarm.
Oh no.
More?
I mean,
well, they weren't quite done.
I mean,
Also,
a rib alarm is better than no rib alarm. Ooh, the kettle.
Yes, I had to put the kettle on. Has anyone watched Colin Furze?
Who is it?
There's a YouTube guy. He's like a British chap. He makes crazy things. He recently made a belt of spinning knives to cut vegetables.
Wait, is he that guy? Yeah, I think I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, he made a jet-powered kettle that he called a jettle.
I saw that, but because kettles aren't very popular around here,
he made He made a jet-powered kettle that was marginally faster than a normal kettle by like 11 seconds.
Oh yeah,
I drink a lot of tea. Like
He was there,
I know my
he was
way around
racing
it.
them like, we got a jettle and we got a kettle, but which one's quicker? Right, I better actually deal with those ribs. Be right back.
Yeah. You know, I'm pretty partial to tea myself. I drink a lot of it.
do you really?
I do. I don't drink coffee so much. I do, but it just gets me really jittery. So tea.
I just drink coffee. I drink coffee constantly. It's just what I do. Oh man, I thought I had a Mountain Dew, but no, I don't.
Oh, Mountain Dew.
Yeah, from the Dew generation.
The worst soda.
Okay.
Okay. Do you have? You probably don't. It's a main thing. Do you have Moxie where you're at?
Moxie?
Moxie.
Like a whole lot of it?
No, the soda.
No, we don't have a soda called Moxie. I just thought you meant like, yeah, we have Moxie. I mean, who doesn't have Moxie?
No, you can still get it in California, I think, sometimes. But it's a main thing. It used to be really popular all over the country, but not anymore.
I don't remember that.
Oh,
Go on.
it's either you either love it or hate it. It's absolutely delicious. So you know what side I'm on, but it's has a very strong flavor.
So very first stream talked about Nazis, Fortnite, and tea. It's going pretty good, I think.
I mean, yeah.
That's
and
pretty
flat
good.
earthers.
And flat tards.
Exactly.
Or flurfers or fluffers or whatever they're called.
Whatever we're calling them, yeah. I'm partial to calling them flat tards.
I am too.
That's what I've always called them.
Apparently I have a fancy mic. Or else you have a fancy mic, but I don't think that's the case.
No, I'm just using some like Bluetooth headphones.
Okay. That would probably be it.
That they used to be a whole lot better, but they've gotten a bit beaten up.
I think I'm going to try to make a whole bunch of noise with my keyboard real quick. By telling people that, hey, Nadine already stopped in. I'm going to see if I can message Lavender Lady.
5 people watching.
Oh, wow. I am hitting the big times.
Yeah, watch out, non-sec. We're coming for you.
Yep, we are taking their views.
One
view at a time. No, they're not even on right now, so we're not taking anyone's views. I picked a good time.
Yeah. 1 sec, gotta attend to my own rib timer.
Wow. What you said about tea, you filthy psychopath.
Me?
No, I'm reading the chat.
Okay. I'll send a message to Neil real quick.
Oh, that'll be fun. I have all the people coming in and going, hello.
Stream. I'm reading out loud. I have dyslexia. Give me a break.
All the best people have dyslexia, you know.
My sister has dyslexia and she's an anti-vaxxer.
But not all the dyslexics are the best people.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
So a dyslexic man walks into a bra.
Yes. That's awesome.
Well, the ribs. Oh shit! I haven't set the rib timer again. Sorry, go on.
How many ribs are you making?
I keep going down and they're not quite done.
Oh, okay.
Oh no.
Well, that can be there for now.
And then stop echoing from the floor.
I know. Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah. The carpet
need one on
hasn't
the
done its
floor.
job well enough. Stream, you're welcome to. I did it again. Talking and typing. And I don't do that when I'm not on a hot mic.
Oh, let me talk for a minute. Hello. Well, my ribs aren't quite done yet, but I do have a cup of tea. So let me tell you all about it. That's what I'm talking about.
Shivers down my spine.
Oh, I recently did a Brexit video. That may have been a mistake.
Are you pro Brexit or?
Oh, I probably shouldn't say.
I was gonna say.
I did say in the video though, so I suppose it'll come out in the wash.
Yeah, probably. I should really sub to your channel, I think. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
You should watch my Noah's Ark video.
I think I have. I'm pretty sure I have at least.
It's the really long one. Well, one of the couple of really long ones.
Maybe I haven't then.
But there's one really long one, which is the Noah's Ark one, which I put a lot of effort into. So I always tell everyone to watch my Noah's Ark video.
I have 3 videos on my channel, and only one of them is over 5 minutes. That one's.
I've lost the chat. There it is.
That one's like an hour and I forget. I think it's 45 minutes. It's just a conversation I had with a friend. It's a dash cam kind of driving vlog. Yeah, driving vlog. Just talking about atheism and talking about karma mainly because he believes in karma and I think science every day that karma doesn't exist or I'd be fucked.
Well,
the things I did as a child.
I'm a bit of a knobhead from time to time, so it's probably best.
Speaking of knobheads, do you know any external like social media for Doorknob Head?
Well, there I did find a site. It was kind of a social media video site related to knobs once, but I realized that it was the wrong kind of knob.
Yeah, I think I stumbled upon the same search result.
By the way, you take that back, you crimson fucker, about tea.
Well, I am going to open back up the chat and see what the heck. I should time this guy out. I'm not going to. None of my mods are in here. None of my mods are in here, and I've like modded up everybody. Why isn't Landon a mod?
You're open for anyone joining, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm totally open. Yeah, absolutely.
Get in here. My rib alarm's about to go up. There it is, and it'll be just him talking again.
That's fine by me. He said that.
Sanser said that. I'd say he knows a little more about fighting than you do, pal, because he invented it.
Oh, there's Wonder Lady just joined the chat. Hey, Wonder Lady. You can come in if you want, but she says she's listening.
Oh, I best be on my best behavior.
We must be the only ones streaming right now.
I really need to work out how to do live streams on my channel. I go on everyone else's live streams and I never do any myself.
It takes a bit if you don't know what you're doing, it turns out. Yep.
I used to do Twitch a little bit, but
Twitch for
that's,
that.
I think, comparatively easy from what I've heard about YouTube live streaming.
Oh, I keep on trying to use my... Don't want to knock anything over. Oh, well, I'll just look at my jacket.
Oh, I forgot that the rib alarm just went off and I haven't dealt with it. Be right back.
I can do some ASMR right now. No. I could become an ASMR channel. But I'd have to compete with Wonder Lady Faye, and there's no competition there. So do you play any classic games? Either of you? Just drop something. Like Sega, Super Nintendo. Still there?
Hey, hope I didn't miss much.
Oh, no, I was just asking dead air a question.
Sorry, my dog needed a bit of a walk. Yeah, I'm gonna switch from using my headphone mic to the built-in mic on my computer. Tell me if the audio quality gets better.
All right.
Settings, sound, input, internal microphone. Is that better?
Maybe. We'll give it
All
a
right,
second.
well, we'll go with that.
Yeah, actually, yeah, it might be better. I think it's better.
All right, so we'll go with this for a little bit.
Oh, Wonder Lady
right.
wants to join.
I mean, more the merrier. Oh, she was on the
Everybody's channel?
yeah.
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 There, I just gave her a link in the live chat.
Okay. So
Having this laptop here really throws me off because I try to do stuff down here on my keyboard and then forget. Hi, Wonder Lady. This is my first live stream ever.
Hi. Well, then it's great to be here, Jen, for your first live stream ever. How you doing?
Pretty good. Pretty good. Just to fill you in, so far we've talked about flat earthers, Nazis, and Fortnite.
Oh.
And duvets.
And duvets.
And what was said about the flat earthers? I didn't see the notification because I've been subscribed to you ever since I found out you were planning on doing a channel. So been waiting for you.
Well, thanks. If you read my channel description, it says I promise to upload at least one video every 3.7 years, I think it is.
Oh, well, you need to do more than that. Come on.
I hope to.
You're a pleasant person.
I'd like to thank you all for being here.
Hello, bad-tempered.
I'm sorry, I was talking to these ribs.
Oh.
Hello.
Yeah.
I try to be pleasant.
I
already had to kick one guy out of chat.
Really? What did he do?
He was like 8.
He was glitching around with the microphone and couldn't get it working right.
Oh.
Yep. Not to mention he was just playing, I think, RuneQuest on his computer. Looked like.
Oh.
That guy.
The Crimson FKR says we need to talk about the lizard people.
Yes, yes, we do.
If they was in chat to moderate, I'd be more than happy.
I love they. He's so funny.
But they're always here.
I haven't.
Well, you never know if they is watching. He's very sneaky that way.
He is. He really is. They are, or whatever his preferred
Yes.
adjective is it, or no? That's
Pronoun?
not right. Pronoun. Yeah.
I have no idea. Just he's the man of mystery, and we'll just leave it that way.
Yeah. I have no idea who you guys are talking about. Like,
You don't know they?
I don't know.
Anonymous they?
No, I've been doing this whole like interacting with YouTube thing like for 2 days.
Oh,
Literally.
he's a conspiracy guy.
Oh,
Like, if
no.
there is a conspiracy, he's behind it. You know how people say they are messing with the water or they are turning the frogs gay? He's the guy.
Dude. That's
Yeah,
insane.
he is. He's the guy.
Well, he has a lot of quotes. You know, that's what they say.
I just realized something. Wonder
What?
Lady, you've
Yeah.
seen my comments, haven't you?
Yes.
Like, you're still, you still think I'm pleasant. All right.
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
I do.
All right.
Well, you look pleasant. You sound pleasant, and I think I know when you're joking.
Yeah, I'm joking.
Unless you're,
being serious ever. Yeah, that'd be a
Yeah.
bad
The
person.
opposite of a
It would be
purr.
different if I didn't think you weren't joking.
Frustrated is on a tablet, so I don't know if he can get into
Oh,
on Google Chrome only. I think Hangouts. Is that
No.
true?
Yeah.
well, we have to figure out when
Interesting.
Frustrated is going to do another video. It's been a while.
Has it?
Yeah.
So I found something cool the other day.
Ooh. I like something cool.
It might be mirror imaged. I don't know. Is that mirror image? Yes, it's mirror image.
I can read it perfectly
Well, I
fine.
can't
Super
see-
breakout.
Yeah, super
It seems
breakout.
It seems to do that. It mirrors the image for you, but not for everyone else.
Oh, so everyone else can read it fine?
Yeah.
I found that when I flipped my little avatar guy, and then everyone was going, "Oh, what's the text say?"
Yeah, I did not know they made a second one, and I love the first game so much that I had to buy it when I saw it. It was only like $5.
Oh, you're so organized.
Oh no, I don't pan the camera over here or back there.
Oh,
I'm organized right here. That's my
Absolutely.
organization.
Are those
Completely.
Chick tracks there in the background?
Completely
Yes,
organized.
sir, they are.
where? Where are the chick tracks?
I'm taking them down right now. If I can.
There you go.
Yeah, right here.
Oh my.
I have tiny shoes.
Tiny shoes.
I'll send you the link, Frustrated.
And the little ghost.
Oh, this is beautiful.
Wow.
Both are signed
Hey, it's Reese.
by Hugo and Jake. Signatures on
Ooh.
the back. Oh yeah.
Nice.
Fancy.
These will never be worth anything.
I mean, I feel like they're worth more than if they were signed by Chick himself.
Maybe, but he is dead.
He is.
Luckily.
Oh, I'm a
I feel like-
lazy girl.
I feel like Chick tracks were just
What?
better when he was alive. So much more funny.
I have to say hi to Reese. Hi, Reese. I just realized I don't have to in chat. I can just say hi, Reese.
You can.
Woo.
It's genius.
We can give shout outs? What?
Yeah, I can shout people out and I can give people wrenches
Insane.
like that.
No matter whose channel I go to, most of the time it says to me, someone you've blocked is a moderator here.
Someone you've blocked?
Uh-huh.
Really?
Do you block a lot of people?
Yeah.
No, but I have two people blocked and one of them is blocked everywhere.
And one of them's a moderator on every stream, are they?
Yeah, basically, and it's like, really?
Okay,
Really?
I was gonna ask
OC
if you were
is-
Mrs. Shives.
Oh
Who's
God,
that?
Steve Shives' wife.
Yeah. No.
I'm nobody's wife.
Hey. Steve Shives is her husband. Come on.
I don't have a husband.
I do.
Well,
Actually, I
don't make me mute you.
I have a
I
friend.
can't do the link frustrated. You just have to scroll up to find it. I can't copy it for some reason.
I sent it to someone and then I realized it wasn't frustrated.
Well, frustrated just joined.
Oh, there he is.
Yes, I did.
Did you like my suggestion for a gaming channel handle?
The second one, what was it again?
Well, the first one was Prick Gaming.
Right.
The second one was Pig Arse Gaming.
Oh yeah, pig arse. Yes, that does definitely scream family friendly.
Yes, yeah, I thought so.
Hey, you want your children to come watch a gaming? Well, come watch Pig Arse.
I mean, I'd watch it.
Yeah, I know. Wouldn't anyone just like to watch a bunch of pig
How
arse?
fancy everyone is with their suits and ties.
Yeah.
Man, I didn't know this
Bad
was a
temper.
formal occasion.
Come
on, man.
You're wearing a button down. I'm the lazy one in my pajamas.
Yeah, I got a bowler hat. Come on now.
Well,
Like, everyone's so fancy.
technically, this is my evening wear. This is my smoking jacket.
Oh.
Wonder Lady always looks good.
I know. Look at that calligraphy. Oh boy.
These
Oh,
ribs
yes.
are troublesome.
Wonder Lady looks wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, that's almost a pun.
Almost.
Just
Almost.
use your imagination. I'm a monster under the bed.
So, Badger, I am just curious about how much gets across the pond about all the stuff that happened in the 90s in North Idaho. Did that ever reach you guys?
That's kind of vague.
It's very vague. Okay, Ruby Ridge.
In the 90s in North Idaho.
Ruby Ridge.
Not a huge amount, I'm going to say. Although, I expect that there's some friends of mine who I could ask who would probably know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, probably. There might be a couple on. Yeah.
There was a bit of a shootout.
Oh, I do like a good shootout.
What was?
Was it a shootout or a siege?
It was both.
Okay.
The FBI did a raid and shot the guy's son.
Oh dear.
Which prompted what is that called? The bombing? The Oklahoma City bomber to go do what he did.
Oh my god. I keep hearing these conspiracy theories. Someone has said apparently he is some kind of crypto CIA agent and that he's actually not dead and all these other crap. And
I know that's all bullshit.
Yeah, I literally watched a video about this, and this guy spent a whole almost hour trying to say how the OKC bombing was staged.
David Koresh. David Koresh.
9/11.
Thank you, Landon.
And it pissed me the fuck off because I was like, are you fucking kidding me? This is the reason why you have people who are going up to these parents who are still mourning their children from all the way back in 1990, telling them, where's your children or whatever, stuff like that from like Sandy Hook or whatever. And you have these people who keep saying, this is the reason why this shit just keeps getting, perpetuated because they're like everything's staged.
Well, it wasn't. I do have to make a clarification. David Koresh wasn't prompted by. Oh no, he's bringing up David Koresh because I just had it. It was what the heck? That cult that burnt down in Texas. Waco.
Waco.
Waco is
down
actually what
Texas.
prompted him.
Well,
But
well,
he
what
was up in
prompted
Idaho.
him? Well, what actually prompted him was not only Waco, but Ruby Ridge. Both of them, he
Mhm.
saw it as the government trying to come in and take what's rightfully theirs, their Second Amendment, when actually in both incidences, both the Ruby Ridge incident and the Waco was criminals who did not have the right to own guns anymore due to their criminal past. And
Well,
they had
And just a side note, the Waco cult, its name was the Branch Davidians, if anyone's curious about looking it
oh
up.
yeah, yeah.
yes.
Thank you very much. Sorry.
And
Very
so,
good job.
And so
They're not
the
accepting members
but yeah, so he these were criminals who had their rights taken away from them when it comes to owning guns because of all of their felonies and whatnot. And
Well, to
so
be clear, the dad in the Ruby Ridge incident, he was allowed to own guns, but a federal officer undercover convinced him to saw off a barrel of a shotgun for him because he needed money because he was trying to do this compound thing on, well, Ruby Ridge. He was trying to make a house up there, and he shortened the barrel, and once it was a felony, once it was shortened, it was a felony. So they're able to move in and arrest him. So it's kind of a screwed up situation because he wouldn't have necessarily have been a criminal, but they were trying to infiltrate the white supremacists out in Hayden, which they eventually did. But
and
which is good.
I agree with the Ruby Ridge thing. The whole all of the situation about Ruby Ridge is fucked up.
Yep.
And especially since I think, if I'm not mistaken, a innocent woman who had nothing to do with anything was shot.
Yes, she was.
And so, I agree that it was fucked up and that seriously needed to be looked into as far as the agents were concerned. But then like I said, another part of it was also the Branch Davidians down in Waco. And that one was completely and utterly, the guy was a felon who shouldn't own guns. And pretty much the government said, look, you're going to need to give us your guns. And he did, in true Texan style, sat there and said, why don't you come in here and make me? And they said, okay.
Oh, not to change the subject. It's not really changing the subject, but it's not related to a cult. If you ever want a really good true crime book, it's called In Broad Daylight. It's about a public shooting with 45 witnesses, and no one, quote unquote, saw it. They were all either looking at their watches or tying their shoes at the time.
Neat.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds cool.
Crazy.
I never laughed so hard in my life reading about somebody's basically public execution.
Has anybody seen the movie God Bless America?
No, but I have seen The Gods Must Be Crazy.
I try to avoid movies with the title, with the word God in the title.
Oh,
No, but you miss God's Not. You miss what's it called? God's Not Dead too.
I did miss that one. I didn't watch it. No.
Oh, have you not seen that? I don't know what it's called, but it's got a guy right at the end just going, "Hey, Scotty." Jesus, man.
I have a good tangent to go down. When I was about 4 years old, 3 or 4 years old, I had blonde hair, is completely blonde, and same color eyes. My eyes haven't changed.
Your eyes are blonde?
Yeah, my eyes aren't blonde normally.
Okay.
Oh, but my mom was sitting with me in, I think, like Denny's or Perkins, one of those. It was a diner. And Richard Butler and his cronies came up to my mom and told my mom, and Richard Butler was the leader of the white supremacist movement out here, for those who don't know. Came up to my mom and said, "You have a very beautiful son." And my mom told him to fuck off.
I mean, that's insane.
Yeah, yeah. And I just think now, like, how would my life have been different if only she would have just said, "Really? Wow, let me join up." I don't think it'd be better. I think it'd probably be worse. But
Oh yeah, but
I do have to wonder.
I like the Harrison Ford approach to someone coming up to you when you're not expecting it.
Punch them in the fucking face?
Well, there's that, but there was the one when what's he called? The guy who played Borat.
Sacha Baron Cohen.
That's the guy. He was doing one of his characters. He was being all over enthusiastic, running up to Harrison Ford. Because now we have an exclusive interview with Harrison Ford. And he runs up to Harrison. Harrison Ford turns around and goes, "Fuck off."
Oh, I love Harrison Ford. There's one time, I think David Blaine did a magic trick for him, and he said, "Get the fuck out of my house."
I feel like he is the grumpiest old man.
Not the grumpiest, John Cleese.
John Cleese is my favorite person in the world.
Yes, and I love him because he's a cat fan too.
If we're talking about within movies, I'm sorry, but that title still goes to Clint Eastwood.
He's pretty good, yeah.
But if I'm not mistaken, though, in actual real life, he's like one of the most sweetest people ever. But he plays the best, like, grumpy old men that are just like, "The fuck are you doing? Get away from me."
He's got the face for it.
But John Cleese is actually a grumpy old man.
Oh yeah.
I know. Well, but what I'm saying is that just
Basil Fawlty was not cheerful.
He was not old and British.
Tom Hanks.
That happens.
Sorry, Tom Hanks.
You know,
I like.
You know,
I don't like Tom. I don't like Tom Hanks. I wouldn't wipe my ass with him.
No, John Cleese was almost part of your government.
Say again?
Yeah, John Cleese was almost part of your government. He was offered a lordship, but he turned it down because he didn't want to have to be in England during the winters.
That'd be a significant improvement, I think.
Yeah.
You do realize he would just leave it up to the house cat walking on whatever yes or no paper it was on the floor.
He
so
probably
wouldn't give a shit. That's why I love him.
You can sure come in, Brian. You can't hang out long, but you can come in. I think there's room.
Hey.
So, what is everyone up to this week?
I go back to work tomorrow.
Oh no.
I'm back off to school on Monday, yeah.
Woo!
I don't want to work.
You're one of those cool senior kids, aren't you?
I am, yeah.
I'm
one of those cool... You go.
Go on.
Oh, yeah, I'm one of those cool senior kids who plays D&D.
I've been playing a bit of D&D lately.
I've seen Dark Dungeons. I know the truth.
Oh, that was good.
I've been playing a druid who turns into a badger.
Stay out of the steam tunnels.
So you're saying you have the true polymorph background?
Yes.
That might have been just way too deep of a D&D reference for anyone to get.
Yeah, you see, here's the thing when I roleplay. I don't pay a huge amount of attention to the rules. I play my character. I make my character that I want to play, and I generally find that the rules either facilitate that and allow me to do interesting things with the character, or they get in the way.
Yeah, I mean, like, if you have a good DM, they'll let you do cool stuff because that's what the game's about.
People are always asking me to send them a dungeon master, but I don't understand what they mean.
Send them a dungeon master?
Yeah, they're like, hey, send me a DM real quick. I'm like,
Well, I just don't. I can't spare my DM because like we need him for the game.
See, I am the DM in like 3 games.
Has anybody been keeping up with Hugo and Jake's conquest at all? Like their D&D
I need to
campaign?
catch up with their stuff.
I just started watching their D&D campaign because you suggested it to me.
It's pretty good. I don't know. Those are the games I play back there.
I'm trying to figure out who they are.
Hugo and Jake?
The Bible Reloaded.
Oh, okay. I know who you mean then.
Those 2 boys.
Them boys right there.
I don't remember names that well.
Yeah, I stopped.
I'm still. You first.
Oh, I stopped watching Hugo and Jake for a long time, and then I popped back on, and which one? Jake or Hugo lost a crap ton of weight.
Did what?
A crap ton of weight. He just.
Oh yeah,
You know?
Jake got a little bit chubby, but whatever. He's been trying to work on it. Fewer hot pockets.
Hot pockets.
Yum.
So
yes,
back to
I've ruined the Red Robins because you said it in the Red Robins tune.
You're welcome. I feel like Red Robins was already ruined.
I don't know. They have never-ending floats, so.
So we just want to let everybody know. Back in the late '90s, we burnt down the white supremacist compound once people sued and got their rights to the land. They burnt it down.
Oh well.
No, it's a good thing. We kicked them out. You
got to do something with it, I suppose, haven't you?
Yeah.
What was that?
We kicked out the white supremacists and burnt down their compound back in the '90s.
In Ruby Ridge, or?
It was related. It was definitely related.
You should have done it on the 5th of November and put like a guy with a mustache on the front.
Remember.
Yeah, you British people.
Yeah, it was actually the other people who were wearing the white masks.
No!
It's all about. We're all about.
Oh, that's spicy.
We're all about burning stuff up.
And they were already burning crosses, so. I don't know who for, though, because really this is a overwhelmingly Caucasian area. So I don't know who they were upset about.
You just try being in England, mate.
I watch Sargon occasionally. I know what you mean.
I have no idea what you mean.
Is it that bad? Is it really that bad?
Well, I wouldn't say it's that bad.
It wasn't bad. Not bad. No, I sound horrible.
No, here's what we have in England. You have London, which is extremely multicultural, and then you have everywhere else, which really isn't.
Oh. Well, that sounds like here.
Yeah.
We have Spokane, which is extremely multicultural, and then we have everywhere else.
Yeah, where it's not around here where I am, and it's not in a lot of other rural areas.
In Maine, it's all rural, and it's all white, except for one of our cities, Lewiston. It's like all like refugees and.
You say Lewiston? You say Lewiston?
Yeah, Lewiston, Maine.
We have a Lewiston, Idaho.
I feel like there's probably a Lewiston everywhere.
Probably.
Like there's a Springfield everywhere. Speaking of town names, Portland, Oregon was actually named after Portland, Maine.
Really?
Yeah, the two guys who were naming the city flipped a coin. One of them wanted to name it after his hometown. The other guy wanted to name it after Portland, Maine. The Portland, Maine guy won.
The guy who named Idaho, he actually he told everyone that Idaho was from one of the native tribes, and it meant the Gem State or the like Emerald State. I think it was Emerald State, and he promoted that everywhere. And then he got the name passed, and they decided on Idaho. Then it turned out he made it all up. So
Yeah, that makes sense.
Our name's bullshit. It means nothing.
Why? Right. Why, if you want me to pronounce words? Why, if you want me to pronounce it, Arkansas? Did you spell it Arkansas?
Don't start with that.
Yes, you will piss a lot of Arkansasians off.
There is a town named Colorado on the East Coast. I forget what state, but they insist you pronounce the town name Colorado.
I mean,
Yeah.
I feel like that's
just
understandable.
That's
It's
just
horrible.
like the street in LA that's Rodeo, even though it's spelled rodeo.
I feel like that's just a branding issue.
It really is.
I think that it's just that they didn't want to be confused with the Po Town, whatever the word is, little filth of the rest of the world. Because Rodeo Drive is full of rich
Rodeo
owners.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I'm gonna put something in here for you. I'll put it in the chat.
All right.
Here are some United Kingdom place names.
Oh,
How would you pronounce these United Kingdom place names?
You've got
Is
some
it on
very
the YouTube
rude ones over there, if I recall, like
Oh, we
Cockermouth.
do. But
Cockermouth? Cockermouth.
yeah, we got some names like that.
We have Ding Dong, Texas.
Oh, they.
I didn't actually want the entire article to paste in there, just the word, thanks.
Are you posting it in the Hangouts chat or the stream chat?
In the stream chat.
Yay!
Leo Minster?
No, you'd think that, wouldn't you?
How do you
What
pronounce
is
it?
it?
You're supposed to pronounce it Lemster.
Lemster.
No.
Okay, hold on.
We don't bother with most of the letters. The letters are just there to make it look fancy.
Okay, the one I just posted it in the chat. How would you pronounce that?
I've lost the chat. Where is it?
Velther? Velthier?
I know there's Gloucester.
What, Gloucester?
Gloucester? Gloucester.
What about a Badger? What do you think that word is?
I've lost the chat. Hang on.
I know there's a town called
Vorthia, possibly. That's how my dyslexic brain would interpret it.
No, y'all are both wrong.
I know there's a town called. I know there's a town called
Peas or something, aren't you?
Bellend and Brown Willie.
So
Isn't there a town called Knobend?
Yes.
Knob Hill.
So the one that I
Minch Lane.
Yep.
The word that I posted in the chat, it is pronounced Boucher.
Oh, of course it is.
Well, I put one in chat too. How do you guys pronounce that?
Worcestershire.
Worcestershire. Oh, no, I'm just bad at
Worcestershire, right? No.
Worcestershire.
It's actually not a place. It's a sauce, like for cooking.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I look at that and I see Worcestershire, but everyone in my family pronounces it Worcestershire.
that's awful.
If you're talking to most Brits, they'll just say Worcester sauce.
That makes more sense.
It does make more sense.
There you go.
I don't know how open you are, Mike. Oh, I'm gonna butcher your name again. Mikaeel?
Just use my last name.
Oh. Yeah, I should do that.
Mikaeel.
Well, if you were to pronounce it properly, like in the proper Arabic, it's like Mikaeel.
All right, Malik.
Oh, don't. Oh wait, no, I'm thinking of someone else. Never mind.
Can we call you Mick?
How about that for a place?
Most people do.
So you're leaving next summer, is that right? Or the end of next summer?
No, I'm actually leaving in February.
All right. How open are you about talking about that?
I'd be down for it, yeah.
Oh, cool. Cool. Because I know you touched on it last night, but it was a pretty crazy chat everyone was having.
It was, yeah. No, I'm graduating early. Like I'm just doing half a semester, and then I'm graduating from high school, and then I'm gonna. My father is going to pay for my college in Pakistan, so that'll be crazy. Yeah, luckily we live in Lahore, which is very metropolitan, very very progressive. But yeah, basically my plan once I get over there is to drink like a Pakistani. They drink to get drunk, like Americans, right? We drink to get drunk. Pakistanis drink to die. It's crazy. Yeah. But we'll see how... Oh yeah.
Genetically, I'm Irish and German, so actually everything in the UK plus France and Germany, if you want to get down to it.
We had a fun time. Me and a group of people that I used to do martial arts with. It was a load of British people and one French guy. We all went out drinking, and I'm not the heaviest drinker among Brits, but I was easily out drinking this guy. Everyone else was easily out drinking me, and by the end of the night, he was just ruined. He was
the French guy was?
Yeah, the French guy. He could not handle the amount of beer that we were stuffing down our faces.
That seems right.
So that sauce, I figured out how it's pronounced.
How's it pronounced?
According to Cambridge Dictionary, it's Worcestershire sauce. And actually, listen, because this is they have the pronunciation recording. This is it in British English.
Worcestershire sauce.
Yeah, there you go.
Sounds kind of like you, Badger.
It's like
I can sound like that if you like.
And then this is American English.
Worcestershire sauce.
I was expecting it to be like Worcestershire or something, and they're like Worcestershire, and I'm like, oh, well, now I'm disappointed.
Here's the only Teespring purchase I've ever made. Pretty cool. Good mug from Abe. He does teardowns of tools and electronics.
Does anyone want to know how to pronounce the place name that I put in the chat just now?
Yeah.
I have to get back to the chat. I have to get back to the chat. I didn't even see it.
I thought that you would challenge us with the other name for tinfoil.
Landon, yeah, they are pretty strict about drinking in Pakistan, but most everyone still drinks.
Now, I'm not going to attempt to pronounce that place name. But I'm going to let BBC News weatherman attempt to pronounce. No, not in BBC News. The Channel 4 weatherman pronounce that place name.
Wow.
That's how you say that.
I don't see where it is in. Is it? Did you put it in the? It's the stream chat. I don't see it.
It's in the stream chat. It's the word that is about. It's the word that's longer than the alphabet.
I will refresh my page here. See if it pops. No, I still don't see it.
I'll put it in again. Hang on.
Yeah.
Somebody.
Ooh, 4 people watching.
Oh yeah, I've lost 3 viewers.
Oh no.
Oh man, and I thought I was going big time.
How are you ever gonna make it?
I don't know. I'll just have to.
Have to cry yourself to sleep is what you're going to do.
You should do what I did, which is do a guest spot on Inane Dragon's channel.
Oh, there we go. Yeah.
See, no, you got to get Logic to get you as a guest video.
Oh, fuck.
Logic followed me on Twitter and he had a heart attack.
Really?
He's
like that
so
guy,
understood.
That guy could probably handle a lot, you'd think.
Yeah, I was just not. I was not expecting this. I was just bumbling around, looking at stuff on Twitter, and then it goes, "Logic just followed you on Twitter." I was
yeah, like almost. Too. Oh,
and
awesome.
then I went over to my YouTube, and it was like Logic to subscribe to you on YouTube. I nearly died.
I know, that's the same thing that happened to me. I made a big deal and posted it on Twitter.
See, I don't do Twitter. I think I actually have an account. I just don't ever use it.
I was off Facebook for like 3 years. I just now made a new Facebook.
Like, I have a Facebook page which I only use to keep in contact with my roleplay group.
You guys roleplay like Downton Abbey or something?
Well, at the moment it's Dungeons and Dragons, but we'll be going back to sort of a custom post-apocalypse game soon.
Oh, that's cool.
Nice. Oh, so you should put everyone's YouTube channels down into the.
Doobly-doo?
I do love Survive.
I'll do that. Definitely.
I was trying not to say doobly-doo, but that was all that I could think of.
Have you been watching Matt Colville?
Or
I do watch Matt Colville.
Rev JR.
Seriously, did you say doobly-doo the same time as me?
I've been saying doobly-doo for years, but then I was watching a Colville video, and he's just there going, now, here is some information about Dungeons and Dragons, link down in the doobly-doo. I was like, eh?
You know, how did that start? Like, people have just been calling it the doobly-doo, and it just... I hate it so much.
It's trash. Oh, I had a question for Wonder Lady, but I forget.
I haven't killed anyone.
Oh.
I mean...
Really? Because that voice would just be so nice if you were, like, stabbing me in the chest or something.
Can you imagine me at the courthouse? You killed someone? No.
I mean, it'd be a bit.
Your voice is so cute. You know what? I agree.
But...
I agree with you. You didn't kill anyone.
Yeah.
Just
no.
It'd be a bit shit being stabbed, but you know, I think I could deal with it. Just like, I'm sorry.
If I had to get murdered, I would prefer it to be Wonder Lady. Yeah.
I can see it now because she'll be stabbing you repeatedly and just keep saying, "I'm sorry, I'm sorry," and you're just like, you know what? I know you're sorry.
Okay.
This is okay. Just keep stabbing me. I understand why you're doing this.
I can't get a clean kill. You keep moving.
Oh, I'm sorry. Just let me sit still real quick. That's okay. Here. As a matter of fact, here, let me help you guide this. Let me help you guide this knife as you stab it into my heart.
Oh, you're too sweet.
So sweet. That's just touching. So for the past, I'd say, few weeks, every so often between the hours of like 10 p.m. and 3 a.m., been like one of my neighbors shooting off shotgun or a rifle.
Oh, that's
One
me.
shot. Oh, was it you? Okay, well that's all right then. That's all underground. I'm not worried about those stray bullets.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm practicing.
I had to get rid of the poachers.
Hmm.
No, you haven't heard anything. My brother will go off onto his back porch and shoot off his AK-47 like a full magazine.
Neil got back to me. He said where he's at is too loud right now, but he would have loved to have joined this stream.
Aw, he's so nice.
Oh.
He is such a cool guy.
I feel like we should definitely do this on a regular basis, but
Oh yeah.
have an actual topic.
Yes, like
That's
Yeah,
nice
man.
to just hang out sometimes.
Or something
Jonestown.
fun like the Gaza Strip.
Oh yeah.
Jonestown,
Yeah.
the People's Temple Agricultural Project.
Well, I was on Unholy Mole stream earlier talking about that guy on that beach.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the guy that the missionary.
Yeah, that guy.
Bless
Yeah,
his soul.
he's an idiot.
Oh, please
That
educate
was
me.
that was the conclusion of the stream. Just it's tragic that he got killed, but he shouldn't have fucking been there, and he's an idiot.
So, Wonder Lady wants to be educated. So, pretty much what ended up happening. Yeah, pretty much what happened was, over in India, there's an island where there's a tribe.
North
that has
Sentinel
not,
Island.
Yes, that
Out
has
in the middle
not
of nowhere.
changed since they haven't changed since the Neolithic era.
Okay.
And so they're not vaccinated. They don't have anything to prevent them from the diseases that we have. And people over the years apparently have tried to go over there to proselytize to them. And this kid, he was 26, about to be 27, and he decides that he wants to go preach to these guys the word of Jesus.
Yeah.
And so he researched this and knows that it's illegal because India has made this island protected. And
I thought it was the UN.
No, it's India itself, if I'm not mistaken, because they have their own military patrolling the island to make sure that nobody tries to get there. Well, under the cover of night, they got up real close, and he then gets into a canoe and paddles in further.
Mm-hmm.
The guy gets shot with an arrow, and goes back to the boat. That doesn't stop him because he goes a second time, and they end up breaking his boat, and he has to swim back to the boat. So then on the third attempt, he doesn't come back, and it is said that they watched. Somebody had said that they watched him. He was laying on the ground, and the tribesmen had took him away. And there's another account that says that that someone actually watched them bury him. But I mean, come on, these tribesmen gave you plenty of warnings now, two at least.
He got about 2 meters up the beach and got filled up with arrows.
His last
I thought he was there for a month before they killed him.
No.
He may have been floating around, but he wasn't on the island with them.
Yeah, not that island.
No, and so he gets killed, and now all these Christians are up in arms saying that the tribesmen should be prosecuted.
For what?
What?
I haven't heard that.
Because of murder.
I heard that part. I heard that.
Oh, SJ's on about it all over Twitter.
Yes. They want to be they want to be
They want
prosecuted for
justice
murder.
or something. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like you do realize that this island is only protected by India. It's not under India's laws. It's not under the UN's laws. They have their own laws. You get on the island, you are fucked.
Yeah.
Point blank. Period. I mean, you may get off easy, and they may actually let you come in. You're definitely not leaving the island though, because I'm guarantee you that if you try to, they might try to kill you. But
Okay.
you may be able to go in.
SJ Thompson did a poll on Twitter asking people their thoughts on whether the wording of the poll is: should the Sentinelese people who murdered John, however the fuck you pronounce his name, be held accountable for his murder? His crime was visiting their island in peace to share the gospel. 16% of respondents answered Christian yes. 23% answered Christian no, 4% answered non-believer yes, and 57% answered non-believer no.
I think I took that poll.
Me too.
Yeah,
I said no, that the tribe should not be prosecuted because it's idiotic.
Yeah, that's just stupid.
They'd be prosecuting themselves because they're the only ones with jurisdiction on that island.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like maybe I should just like get a couple of them over here for whenever Mormons come around.
Well, I know it's a joke, but in all seriousness, no, because the very second they got in U.S. soil, they're under our. They would still have to follow that they can't, just go off and kill anyone. Just in case someone really takes that seriously, gotta put that out there.
You mean someone in Florida couldn't invoke stand your ground?
Do what?
No, you can still stand your ground.
Couldn't invoke stand your ground against, people, strange people knocking on their door.
Yeah, but in order to do it the way that we're suggesting, you'd have to go to the North Sentinel Island and kidnap one of the tribesmen to act as a guard outside your house.
Okay.
So I don't think this is this is neither legal nor practical.
No.
Right? Hey, Brantley, can you throw me a wrench real quick? I'm gonna post an article in the.
Oh yeah, absolutely. We can do that.
I did one time threaten to set the family dog on someone knocking on our door to sell the Bible.
Oh dear.
I was 8.
You had good sense.
What?
I was just a kid and I was home alone. It was like my first time being alone, and these strange people with suits showed up, and they're like knocking on the door, and they're like, "Let us in so we can teach you about the Bible." And I was like, "I'll set the dog on you."
Oh, me and a friend of mine were walking through the city centre, and there was a guy just standing in the city centre preaching the gospel. He was there with his Bible, going at it, And we were just mumbling to ourselves as we walked past him. Just look at this fucking idiot. And then we started just quoting films to each other as we do. So my friend, just as we walk past him, just starts going like, "Jesus Christ," in a Harrison Ford voice. The guy lowers his Bible, looks at us, and just goes, "Jesus Christ is Lord." At which point my friend overdoes the Harrison Ford voice and just goes, "Oh no, he ain't."
Oh, I'm kind of disappointed now.
See, one of the things on my bucket list is to get the biggest Bible I can possibly carry. Go up to get on a real nice suit. Go up to one of these street preachers and out preach him with a bigger Bible, a flashier suit.
You want a Pirates of the Caribbean it with the telescopes?
Yes. have 5 Bibles with me. Start out with a small one.
Go at the proper. hardcover that's bigger than you.
The first Bible I burned, I think, was when I was 11. No, I had to have been like 13. Yeah, that's when CD-ROM drives were able to burn.
Yeah, I burnt the Quran once onto a
Oh no, I
CD.
just meant on like disc.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I took my
I
fiance up to.
I just did it so that I could say that I've done it. I just burnt it onto a CD.
I went with my wife, and at the time we were just engaged. We went up to Austin, and there was someone at the Capitol who was just out there preaching away as loudly as he possibly can with the microphone. And
oh dear.
I sat there, and my fiance, she's a non-denominational Christian, and I'm an atheist, obviously. And I was like, I want to go say something. She's like, no, don't do it. And I was like, but I want to go say something to. He's saying a bunch of bullshit. Don't do it. Come on, let me go. No. And so I was like, all right, fine. And it just was like, ugh.
What happened?
I just walked away because we went into the Capitol building, looked around, came out. He's still out there. And by the time that we got close to him, I was like, oh my God, I'm going to say something. And he starts packing up and leaving. And I'm like, damn it.
So what you're saying is your woman has your balls in her purse?
No, what I'm saying is that
you respect her.
Yes, I respect her wishes because, well, that's how you keep a healthy relationship.
Oh, no wonder why I'm single. I don't know what reminded me of this, but I remember. Oh yeah, burning things.
There we go.
The church camp I went to back when I was like 12 or 13. I don't know. I got to see the American flag burned. That was cool.
Really?
Yes. There was a police officer there and two, I believe, Marines. It was actually laying a flag to rest, so it's not as fun as it sounds. But it was neat. It was like a really respectful ceremony.
Yeah, when I was in Boy Scouts, we did that once.
I had a lot of fun in church camp.
Have you seen the documentary Jesus Camp, whatever it is?
Bible Camp?
Yeah, Bible Camp.
No, Jesus Camp.
Oh, is it Jesus Camp?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, oh, yeah, it probably is.
That real crazy one?
The one where they're like, if you like Harry Potter, you're going to hell.
Yeah, I think that's it. They had a cardboard cutout of George W. Bush.
And they're all fetuses.
Yeah, they were blessing George W. Bush.
Funny thing about that movie, Jesus Camp is the reason why I found the atheist community online in the first place. I was looking up documentaries to watch on Amazon, came across Jesus Camp, said, I wonder if this would be a good movie to rent or buy. Then I looked up a review, and Hugo and Jake with the Bible Reloaded came up. Found them, and I was like, holy crap, I thought I was alone in all this. Cool, there are other people? Wow. That's basically the end of it. That's
it. You should go on Neil's show and do deconversion story that's 2 minutes long.
That's what I talked to Neil about doing, and he's like, yeah, but you said it was like really short, right? I was like, yeah, but there's more to it than just that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I ended up talking to him about films or something for the second half of it.
Who's Neil?
Neil deGrasse Tyson. He interviews atheists all the time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, okay. So like the Neil.
The Neil.
The Neil.
Wow, that's one that is gonna go
Yeah.
straight to Neil's head.
Yeah. Yeah, no, Neil 406, atheist.
604.
604.
604, dyslexia, whatever.
It's the same thing.
I thought he was agnostic.
No.
Neil deGrasse Tyson is agnostic. Yeah, he like pushes away from being called an atheist. But no, the Neil we know, who we'll link you to later, he does deconversion stories.
Oh, okay.
He's really nice.
He's a fun guy.
Yeah, I need to start interacting with YouTube more. Like, I've done this for like 2 days now, whole 2 days, and I
Watch
know
my Noah's Ark video.
Huh?
Watch my Noah's Ark video.
Yeah, like I've been on. This is the second stream that I've been on, and I was on very briefly the Mr. Atheist Thanksgiving stream.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, very very briefly.
He's an interesting guy, Mr. Atheist.
Yeah.
He's so nice. He's creepy. Like, he's genuinely nice, and usually when someone's that nice, I'm thinking, what's wrong with them?
I mean, he was a Mormon, so.
Right. I get it. Well, there's a couple of people who are like, I go, oh, well, they're really nice, so they're a little creepy, and they're Canadian. Oh, I get it.
Yeah. You said Mr. Atheist, so I had to stand up.
See, I was a Church of England guy for a while, which explains my sarcastic charm.
See,
I'm not an apostate.
That reminds me of my favorite Monty Python skit, where it's right after they do the "Every Sperm is Sacred" song, and they have they have the husband and wife that are part of the Church of England, and he just starts talking about how he could wear a condom. It's funnier when they do it. It's funnier when they do it.
I hope so.
I know, because that was just terrible.
Yeah, I have no idea where
you're.
you're.
Worst. That was the worst rendition ever made.
There's a
reason
reason I'm not a comedian.
I have a confession. I'm a cult leader.
I joined that cult.
Sign up.
Yeah.
Is it a good cult?
I don't know. Frustrated, you're in it, aren't you?
Who, me?
Yeah, Flew Firth.
Oh.
We
Is that where our
cute animal.
Oh
pictures.
yes. I love sharing my animals to other people.
That's my cult.
There we go.
I'm in Great Skeptics
That's a
cult
good
now.
cult. I like animal picture sending cults.
Great Skeptics cult, was that Leah?
League of Extraordinary Humans?
Yes, that one.
I don't qualify, I'm a badger.
Yeah, I know.
I'm just a very confused person, so.
And I'm a dead serial killer, but, you know.
Oh, that explains the wonky mustache.
Exactly.
That's H.H. Holmes, isn't it?
Yes.
It is, yeah.
And his murder hotel.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
What?
They recently exhumed his body.
Did they?
You still have the mustache?
Was the skeleton black?
Oh, I
don't know.
Step in real quick. Just say I'm probably just gonna let this go another 15 minutes about and then kill the stream.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, all right.
So
Yeah,
Murder Castle. Sorry.
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
no.
It was
They
quite
exhumed
interesting.
his body. Yeah.
Why? Did they want his DNA or something?
No, there's this big conspiracy theory that H.H. Holmes actually escaped being executed, and was like,
no.
Yeah, and like had somebody else buried in its place.
Oh.
Seriously, they took those people seriously. I mean, people who'd come up with such a convoluted.
Hadn't he been dead for like a while at this point?
Yeah, like
I think
even if he hadn't been executed.
executed at the end of the 1800s.
Yeah, like even if he hadn't been executed, he would have died by now.
Unless he's immortal.
We want to check that we buried the right guy 100 years ago.
Yeah,
It just doesn't make
no,
sense.
apparently his like great grandson kind of fuels these things because like apparently he has his grandfather's journal that no one else is allowed to see. Or his he has H.H. Holmes' journal. No one's allowed to see them, but he comes up with
them with a rock.
Didn't he like kill at least 200 people, but didn't get credit for that?
Yeah. Estimates range.
Is that credit you can redeem at the local Killer Mart?
Hey, I killed like 5 people. What's that good for? Well, you can get a pack of gum and a soda.
You get to 200.
That's like AA chips.
Yeah.
Apparently, the AA chips I've gotten are worth a few drinks, but I haven't tried it.
Wait, like you can go into a bar and hand in AA chips and get a drink?
Yeah, apparently. I mean, I have a 2-year chip, a 1-year chip, and a 6-month chip. So that seems like a good night to me if I start drinking again.
Yeah, so you did AA. How was that like with all the Jesus-y stuff?
There was a video on it on my channel.
Oh.
Well, it's kind of chopped up in there. I'm kind of arguing with the guy who goes to AA every single week and telling him, yeah, there's just way too much God. And he's like, yo, you don't have to believe in God. You just have to have a higher power.
Yeah, you're telling right? It's like if I showed up to AA and was like, oh, praise Vishnu and Krishna and all these other gods, they wouldn't be...
they wouldn't be offended at all. They'd be like, oh, as long as you're praying to one of them.
What if I turned up and said the mad god Sheogorath?
One guy said like a doorknob or something because he was an atheist apparently a long time ago, and that's why everybody always cites in AA. It's like this straw man atheist who's like he just used a doorknob as his higher power. Like,
I mean,
yeah.
Okay.
I feel like I might go in there with like a colander on my head praising the flying spaghetti monster.
No, well, I've started if I have to, if someone's insisting on the whole way, you gotta worship something. I just
a house cat.
I just go with the Daedric Prince of Madness, Sheogorath from the Elder Scrolls.
That sounds absolutely fine to me.
He's got a holy book and everything. Hang on, let me find it.
I'm not quite.
Pull out H.P. Lovecraft.
Not quite fond of pretending that I believe in anything, but if I have to believe in something, it'll be a house cat.
I think I'm going to go with George Carlin on this one and just worship the sun.
The 7 words.
Not Joe Pesci.
Cannot say.
Or Joe Pesci, either one. I mean,
Joe Pesci has a rap.
Done.
He also has a rap video.
Yeah, so Sheogorath is the Daedric Prince of Madness. So he's literally insane, as is everyone in his realm. And he has a holy book called The Blessings of Sheogorath.
The last modern video game I played was Stranger Things. No, not Stranger Things. Life is Strange.
It's just blessings for various different forms of madness.
I wanted to get well, Christy and I tried this to live stream Stranger Things on my channel and then have her decide all the choices and everything. But there's like a 30-second lag, and I just figured it wouldn't work out very well because she doesn't play video games and she doesn't know how to, she said. Last time she played a video game was Mario in the 80s. So
Hey, Brant, give me a wrench real quick. I want to post a
all right,
link.
cool.
I tried to
You
play
get a
Mario. I tried to play one of the Marios
Oh,
on the
shoot.
SNES a few weeks ago. I could not handle it at all.
Why so?
I realized that I tend to role play a lot. I do a lot of very slow paced gaming. And Mario is not that. Mario is rather fast paced, and I had no idea what the fuck I was doing because I don't think before that point I'd ever played a Mario game before. So I managed to lose Yoshi down a pit sort of immediately. And then this thing kind of poked me, and Yoshi just ran off, and I spent about 5 minutes chasing him up and down the map because I couldn't keep up with him, and I was trying to figure out how to catch him again before he went off the edge of the map.
So it was probably that.
I think it was that one, yeah.
Yeah.
A friend was he was just watching me, like with his head in his hands, just watching me trying to catch Yoshi again, like, oh no. I was like, oh no, Yoshi, come back!
Aww.
That's sad.
Oh dear.
I like the original Mario 3 is probably my favorite. You want to post something in the chat real quick so I can give you a wrench? Just anything?
Yeah. No, Joe Pesci has a rap song. I just want to post a link to that for everybody.
Oh, that's fine. If you just say hi or something in the chat, I can throw a wrench your way.
Okay.
So I don't have to scroll up and look for your name.
Here we go.
Oh, there you are. All right.
Yeah.
And you should eventually get a wrench. It takes
There we
forever
go.
to give somebody a wrench who's not subbed to your channel, who's also not in a live chat. But
Oh.
I gave Wonder Lady a wrench that way.
But I'm
So
subbed.
I'm also subbed to your channel.
Oh, there you go.
I'm trying to think of some. Oh, Shannon Q, I gave a wrench to.
I thought Shannon
Yeah.
Q just automatically had a wrench wherever she went.
No, that's me. I automatically have a wrench wherever I go.
I mean, it's true.
Yeah, my picture. I made a wrench.
Hey.
Mhm.
See what you did there.
I had to make it in paint. I couldn't find out. What?
How did you make that in MS Paint?
I
What is your
Drew
logo?
it.
drew it with a
Drew it,
circle
yeah.
and then lines. Then
Yeah. I got art skills.
I had a fun time making this little avatar.
well, since we're running out of time, I figured I'd also tell you the cool thing about the soundboard
Mm-hmm.
is everything that's not dark brown glows in the dark.
Oh,
Yeah.
Kind
That's
of
crazy,
fun.
man.
Yeah, I found a bunch of clear glow in the dark spray paint on sale, so I just had to do something with it. I'll give Jen Morgan a wrench. I don't know who they are, but I will.
Jen Morgan is very cool.
Okay.
there you
Thank you
go.
for
I feel like
Jen Morgan comes into my channel and is absolutely lovely. And
I
I've
feel like-
seen her on a lot of different channels too. So if you have Jen Morgan,
Nice recommendation for you.
I think I've only been muted on one channel, and that was the Atheist Experience, or saying something about somebody's hair changing, and it was inferred that I meant skin color because Matt wasn't there and somebody else was guest hosting. Yeah, and yeah, that was kind of the joke, but I like did a super chat after that. I was like, please don't time me out. I'm cool. I'm all right.
Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of pathetic.
They did it to me by accident and apologized immediately.
Oh,
Non-sec had me blocked for 3 weeks by accident.
what did you do?
Nothing. And I even talked to Steve about it. And I didn't even know I was because I was driving to work all the time and I was just like in the chat saying stuff. And then one day I got a random day off and I was on my computer and I was like, does anybody hear me? No one's responded to anything I say. And I
Aww.
finally had to go on and be like, hey, am I blocked or something? He went into his settings. Oh yeah, you're good now. Oh cool. Like, yeah, I don't know how that happened.
I've never been blocked on anything, so.
I've been blocked on
people-
Tinder a lot.
Ooh,
I can understand that.
Yeah.
harsh
A few
cope.
people have blocked me on Twitter. Mr. Straightalate's blocked me on Twitter, or however the hell you're supposed to pronounce his name.
It's Steve Shives.
Strangely, Shives hasn't blocked me. Actually, let me just check that's still accurate.
See, I don't even use Twitter, and I'm fairly sure I'm blocked by Steve Shives.
He blocked me.
I don't know who that is.
You probably blocked by him.
Yeah, probably.
I'm gonna check.
Yeah.
How do
He
you
has
spell
good
his name?
videos. Steve.
Strangely enough, I am not yet blocked by Steve Shives.
Wow.
I'll just write Steve
Impressive.
Shives.
I'm not blocked either.
Oh, that's good.
Who
Yeah,
is
I don't know
he?
why I'm. He makes YouTube videos. He's a content creator.
I wouldn't call what he does content.
Oh,
I've watched a few of his Star Trek videos. Just kind of, yeah, he's got a few interesting Star Trek related things.
yeah, and he has some really good older stuff. Some of his older stuff is really good. So he was one of the first YouTubers I got into watching, and then he went down this other path, which
Was this
I'm not
back
going to say
in
one
the-
way or the other.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna annoy him, and I'm gonna ask him to shout me out and promote my channel.
So, have a go.
So did you get into him during that time when there wasn't that divide in the skeptic community?
It was
whenever-
just before the divide. Just
I think
before
the
the divide.
skeptic,
What
the
divide?
skeptic community's been sort of dividing and recoagulating for ages.
Yeah. Yeah.
I use the word community with air quotes.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see. Sorry.
I was
Wasn't
gonna
paying
say,
attention.
what divide though?
Like the
One second.
anti-feminists and the SJWs apparently. I mean, I don't see them because it's kind of a made-up thing. But kind of like Shoe on Head, and Steve Shives are like the opposite people.
Yeah.
That's a divide.
I find myself
Oh.
I find myself in an odd position of being kind of on both sides of it.
That's not an odd position. That's a majority.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, I seem to be able to make myself unpopular with everyone on both sides.
See, I am a fence sitter as well. Like,
I'm a
I can't
feminist.
make up my mind.
You're
Like
what?
I seem to have accidentally got myself in an argument with Thunderfoot.
Oh, cool.
Oh, and Landon just
About what?
I'm a feminist and an SJW and all that crap. Oh well.
But I at times fall on the anti side and at times not. It just
depends on what
depends
it
who
is.
I'm talking to about what.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can find myself. I mean, hell, I'll even find myself agreeing with theists at times because of the conversation that's at hand. I mean,
do explain that one.
Oh, like
Those
for
two
instance, I've
doesn't count.
well, I do. Well, I tend to side with pagans a lot, especially whenever when the Christians are ganging up on them. Because I've been recently in a Twitter thing about this girl named Callan who had just SJ just started attacking this
Yeah, I saw
Wiccan.
I was in that.
Why?
Because if
Devil
you boil it
worshippers,
down,
aren't they?
it was if it boiled it down, it was because you believe differently than I, so I automatically hate you.
Oh.
Because she was going on and trying to explain to her what she believes when she tries to tell her that's not what we believe at all.
Yep.
And she's like,
And
"Oh
she's like,
no, you believe this."
You're a follower of Satan.
Oh, no,
And
no, no.
so, yeah, so I,
Yeah,
Christian
but actually,
who
no.
is the follower of Satan.
yeah, and so I was just like, fuck no, that's you know, you it's one thing, you know, I don't give a shit what you believe. You can believe whatever the hell you like. Do not, for the love of whatever fucking God you pray to, do not try to make your belief system any more superior than anyone else's.
Oh, my beliefs are superior to other people, though.
You believe that sending people pictures of cute animals is a good idea.
Exactly. So I have
And
the
that is
superior
superior.
idea.
Well, look. When it comes to you, Wonderlandy, and that idea, perfect. It's perfect.
Okay,
That is
thank you.
superior to everything. But whenever it comes to these gods, the god talk and whatnot, it definitely do not try to make your god seem more accurate and more explainable than anybody others, and more real than anybody
But
others.
Kitty Cat is more real.
Hey, don't you know? Don't you know? The Bible says God is real, and God says the Bible is true. So
Checkmate.
How can you argue?
Checkmate.
Yeah, how can you argue with that?
I sat there and pointed this out to Eve on Twitter because she posted. I had posted a link to an article that had explained that that Canaanites got their the most probable reason why Canaanites have their name is due to the fact of the dye that's around them. Because whenever you translate Canaanite, it translates to purple people, and the dye that they worked with there was purple, and so.
Oh, so they're Phoenicians?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, there are Phoenicians, and so it was. I was trying to explain. I showed that, and from that exact same source, she was trying to she highlighted this one part that said that the Canaanites would sacrifice their children, type of thing, and dismiss the entire part right up above it, where it said that they also believe in Yahweh, which is a lesser god in the pantheon. And so I said, so this, it just sits there and disproves your own Bible, Yahweh being the top thing. So are you going to stop believing that? And she literally said the fact that that Yahweh was a lesser god to the pagans and is the same name that the Abrahamic God chose to give to his people makes no difference. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? You just said that pretty much it's a coincidence. Huh.
Trey the Explainer has a really, I think his most recent video has a really good explanation of like early Jewish religion. It's really interesting.
I just put a link in the side chat to my favorite YouTuber of all time. If anybody wants to check her out, she's just amazing. Her arguments are just flawless, and I recommend it. I recommend watching it.
Who is she? Who's the name?
Her I don't know her real name. I just know her
Not her real name. Say what her channel is.
Flat Earth Vegan Witch Inya Snow.
Oh yeah, that's it.
Oh good lord.
Wait,
oh my
god.
Discord the other day.
That's a nice, simple, easy to remember name.
Is it?
She's awesome.
This is a lady who's a witch, who's a flat earther, and a vegan.
Yep. She is.
I
that'll be
think
fun.
she blocked me on
I'm gonna have to
Twitter.
watch
I
this
think she
later on.
blocked. I think she blocked me on
Why
Twitter.
would she block you on Twitter? That's awful.
Because I said something about how
Because
whatever it
Australia
was that
doesn't
she said,
exist.
whatever she said didn't make sense, and I said that, and so she goes and blocked, and it was like, oh, okay then.
Oh, that's why I got on
Why can't I find it?
POF.
What the fuck?
I always have to say and blocked. I don't understand why. It's like I just sent you pictures you didn't want.
Yeah,
I can't.
You know-
I can't get there from that link. I'm sorry.
Does it not
I
work?
should mention and related to the talk earlier, I do still very much enjoy Thunderfoot's videos. Like it's
Oh, I do too.
it's science
yeah,
talking
same.
about videos. It's just the disagreement that I have with him is whenever I interact with him on Twitter, it's always about Brexit.
Really?
Because you two are British?
Oh, and I'm also
Well,
since that link didn't work.
he's an expatriate British chap, and I'm a British badger.
I'm just going to copy an invite link to get a hold of me on what is
I tried to talk to this
I'm
flat
gonna-
earther yesterday.
YouTube Messenger link. That's what I'm pasting.
Okay, thank you.
It
Because when
won't
I
last
click the
forever.
thing, it opens up Safari.
Hmm. Are you on
Um,
Apple?
like-
a Macintosh?
Yeah,
I don't
I'm on
understand.
my tablet.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess the tablet's okay then. At least you don't.
Oh,
own
that's
one
where I
with,
do all my finger painting. You've seen my finger painting. Everyone has.
Yes.
Have
They
I?
are
know,
amazing.
Maybe,
Yeah,
maybe
of
my
course.
first, maybe the first video I upload will be a response to that
A
vegan flat
response
earth.
to a finger painting video?
No,
No, I finger paint all the time. So.
no,
If
the
the response isn't "these are awesome finger paintings," then we don't need it.
I mean, I haven't seen Wonder Lady's finger paintings.
Well,
I
you've
need
only
to,
been on
though.
YouTube 3 days, I think.
Well, you're
So-
gonna have to sort
Well,
that out, aren't you? Also,
I've
watch
only-
Windows art video.
Yeah, so that
I will
just
be
got a
watching
whole,
that after this.
Yeah, I got a whole list of things to do and people to interact with.
Yeah. No, I tried to talk to Flat Earther yesterday. They were getting on about how we're all indoctrinated, and they kept repeating this line. And so I said, "So, when did they start indoctrination?" And she's like, "How do you know? How am I supposed to know?" Yada yada yada. I'm like, you said that they are indoctrinating us. Is it starting strictly at high school? Is it in college? Is it younger? Like, when did they start the indoctrination process?
Oh, I saw your retweet about that post.
Yeah, and she was like, well, who really knows? I was like, so you know that they're indoctrinating us, but you don't know when. And I was like, okay, well, is it happening in every? Because she brought up pretty much geography. I was like, is it happening in every class, as in every subject there is? And then she blocked me. Because I was trying to get at the point. I was like, are we being indoctrinated in math? Is our math indoctrinating us? If not, then how is it that once you get up to, you can use math to calculate different distances, and you can calculate different things to prove that the Earth is not flat?
How didn't you know that that maths was deliberately created to be inaccurate in order to obscure the truth of the flat Earth?
Really?
Guys, I have an announcement to make. I got my first dislike.
Hey!
Oh, you
What?
Whoa!
Rats!
And it's because we started talking about flat Earth.
Or math. I don't like math.
Wait,
Or math.
Oh wait, did I
Maybe.
dislike my own video?
No, it's because of Flat Earth Vegan Witch in a Nano show.
Oh yeah. My sarcasm. Somebody didn't pick up on.
Wait, who disliked the video? I wish
There's
that was
no
something you could see.
It was
Yeah,
probably
yeah.
SJ.
Who?
It was probably SJ.
Could have been
There's like-
SJ,
It'd be cool if
because
she was
does
watching
follow me
mine.
on Twitter.
SJ just like him because we told her that she has stupid questions or whatever.
I like her
You
as
know
a
what?
human being.
You do?
Yeah, I think she's sweet.
Oh, okay.
Misled and misguided and wrong about everything. But
I don't actually mind her
her.
to talk to. She just
Hmm.
has silly arguments at times.
So, well, not only that, but she will sit there and tell you how, in a sweet way, by the way, how stupid you are.
I would rather die of syphilis than have a 10-second conversation with that bitch.
I've found this quite a bit actually. A lot of the people that I know will. There's two groups on SJ. There's one group that's she's all right, you know. She's a nice lady. She's just a bit. She's got silly ideas. And then there's this other group which is SJ's the worst person in the world. I despise
I'm
her.
one of those, and if I had to be in the same room, I'd spray myself with Raid.
So pretty much what Wonder Lady's saying is like, if she was trapped in a room with SJ and Hitler, and
where are you going with this?
and she had two bullets, she'd shoot SJ twice.
Oh.
I think Hitler
I don't mind it.
pretty bad idea.
Well, I mean,
I guess
to me-
I just find people to be. I find people of
That-
her
well, you
sort of
see,
nature to be
she's,
mostly harmless.
She's a human resources person, so she's trained to be pleasant. You know,
Is that
she's
what it
the type
is?
of person that fires people and guarantees that they won't go postal. Yeah, that's her profession, to like be completely awful and yet be pleasant enough for people not to go postal. So of
She
course
works in HR.
she
You don't want people
teaches
going
it.
postal on you.
She teaches it at a university level. Yeah, she does HR. That's what she has her doctorate in. How to be a cunt without anyone killing you.
How to not
Yeah.
make people go postal.
Right.
So
So she is a complete and awful
Why
human
doesn't
being
she
who's
solve
been
the gun
trained
problem?
to like be pleasant enough about it while she's like basically eviscerating your life. She's awful.
So I've been in a live stream twice with her.
Didn't think that was funny.
It's the way you describe it. Just trained to be lovely while she's eviscerating your life. You know?
So the first time I was ever in a live chat with her, it was on the discussion.
Did you have to spray your ears with Raid?
No, but almost. But it was on the discussion of the Canaanites because it was about
24-hour Tourette's.
yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
But it was on the discussion of Canaanites because she had just made her video about her blog talking about if it was either genocide or divine punishment or whatever. And I debunked it on my channel, and I sat there and explained to her why the Canaanites were called what they were called, what they actually did, and how everything that she pointed out in her video was complete and utter nonsense and garbage. And her only response was to pretty much wave off all the evidence that I put forth and said, well, the Bible says.
And the apostles believed, and they were willing to self-sacrifice themselves. And if it wasn't true, they wouldn't have done that. So
why were there women witnesses? They wouldn't have written it that way if the women couldn't be trusted.
Lyman.
Yeah. I just,
Also,
it
it's
pissed
entirely
me off
possible
that
to believe something completely and be wrong. Just because
yes,
you've interpreted it wrong, or because somebody's lied to you.
Yes, but she's not wrong. And the fact that she collapses all the time and has these like divine experiences when she collapsed doesn't mean she has a neurological disorder. And how dare you bring up
no,
the fact that she should go to a doctor?
yes, because
You know, while you
even
spray yourself with Raid.
even inane dragon who says, you know, he told her, I am epileptic, and everything that you're describing are things that I have had, and so you may have a neurological problem that you need to go see a doctor about, and not in any way, shape, or form being disrespectful. And she goes, I find this very offensive that you're saying that I need help, and it's like,
And she blocked him. But I'll have to
yes.
tell you, I've been saying that shit to her for the last 6 months.
Wait, so who is this person?
Inane
S.J.
Dragon.
Thomason.
S.J. Thomason, lead 1225.
Lead 1225?
Yes, on Twitter.
At lead 1225
As in
on Twitter.
lead, as in lead, as in like lead poisoning.
Exactly.
I used to
Okay,
play
well.
that slide as a kid.
She is the paint chip in my guacamole salad bar.
She's the paint chip in my guacamole.
Yeah,
Yep.
but so that, I mean, it just really pissed me off that she waved it all aside. All the evidence I put forth, that I even sat there and said that I was like, here, you can go watch my video. I put all
How have
of
you
my
not known about her and not known that she's just going to ignore anything that's sensible?
Well, at this point in time, I was still, you know, this was even whenever this was when I still wasn't too familiar with her and what she does. So I was like, you know, my video, I was like, in my video, in the description, I post all of my sources and everything. I was like, you should go and look at it, and it shows you how you're wrong. And she dismisses it and just says, well, my Bible says so, as if that is a end all discussion.
I'm waiting for her
Yes.
I'm waiting for her to collapse and have Jesus tell her to drink a cup of mercury and for her to do it.
Did that link work for you, Wonder Lady Faye?
Finally, yes. I had to go on my desktop.
Oh, I meant the other link.
So, Wonder Lady, you have such a very nice voice, and you were saying some very mean things. It is messing with my head right now. Messing with my head.
A lot of people say that. In fact, there's a Twitter group dedicated just to get me to say awful things because they enjoy it. So I'm gonna be doing just YouTube stuff where I just say awful, terrible things. Because apparently it's pleasant in my voice.
But it's going to be ASMR, right? Still.
I'm still trying to figure out what that means, ASMR.
It's one of those. What happens is they this ASMR is one of those. It's supposed to be soothing type of things where they have very, very sensitive mics, so they whisper, and they sit there and they'll say anything. Just listen to my voice. It's so soothing, and it helps you go to sleep.
Oh,
that's
so
it also helps.
So okay,
well, the
how's this?
real purpose is like chills down the spine.
S.J. Thomason is a fucking cunt.
Ooh.
Yes, except for you need one of those like really, really good mics that can take you being so close to it and whispering without doing the as you talk.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to do that.
Oh no! Normal normal mics will do that, but the mics that the ASMR people use are very, very crisp, and they work at such
good.
It's like very, very sensitive.
Just look up ASMR, and then you'll know why your channel's about to gain like 200,000 views.
Okay.
So, speaking of looking up channels, I tried to look up my own channel, and I cannot find it. I'm sad.
That's why I had to get creative with mine. I
I'm
used to be a
sorry.
ramp.
I find it amazing because I actually Googled my name, my YouTube name, and it comes up with me. So I was like, hey, that's pretty cool.
Wow.
That's cool.
Oh, I got recommended to myself the other day.
Yay!
Yeah.
Who recommended you?
YouTube.
Oh, YouTube recommended you?
Yeah, to me. It was funny.
Hey, maybe you should try this person. Oh, that's me, YouTube. Thank you.
Right. So I'm sitting there going, I don't know. I don't think
I
I
don't
can follow myself.
Or I like to, if YouTube ever recommends a video of mine, I'll just sit there and be like, I don't know. I don't like that guy. He's an ass.
Mm.
Yeah, but then you won't be recommended videos that are similar to those videos.
I'm not very good at writing things that are algorithm friendly, apparently.
I set my homepage to my subscription feed because I don't care what Google has to say about recommendations.
I don't know about if it's very successful or not, but all I do is everything that's in my usually that's in my title will be in the tags, and including I always include what is it Christianity, Christians, atheism, atheist, atheist versus Christians, and just so that way it gets as much as kind of a open, broad term, so that way anyone who searches those specific terms, it'll pull up.
Okay, before I close out, I just wanted to say real quick about how I met Christy Santiago.
I love her.
She is so cool. I've talked to her for hours and stayed up all night. She's awesome.
She is awesome. I
She'll
love
hear
her.
anybody out.
I'm her
Well, I
friend.
can't wait for her
I'm
live
her
stream.
fan too.
I'm also her fan. But no, I uploaded a video and then she commented on that video because in the description I put the tag word street epistemology. All of a sudden I get this comment that's, hey Anthony, what about this and that? And I was like, who the fuck thinks I'm Anthony? Anthony Magnum Bosco. And so that's how we met. Apparently she had left Anthony's videos running on just autoplay, and it came across one of my one video at the time. And then she just put in a random comment. I was like, oh, yeah, no, I'm not Anthony. Sorry. And then we started talking. Oh.
Yeah.
I think she's lovely.
And that's how I became an atheist. Oh, no, wait, no.
No, she's absolutely lovely. And I'm lucky to have her on Thursdays. And as I told her, she's allowed to keep that hour to herself, as long as she wants it.
Alrighty, well, I think I'm going to close out. But before I do, is there anybody you guys would want to promote?
I mean, myself, but I can't even find my channel, so.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
No, you go.
If I were to point out anyone, I would probably say go check out Not Witness.
He's a good guy.
Yeah, I love Not Witness. He's my
Luciano's Logic.
I was about to say other than Luciano, but okay. Yeah, that works.
Other than Luciano. How about 604 Atheist then?
That works.
Okay, because he's a lovely person.
And I love Luciano. The first thing I asked him was, hey, do you have a girlfriend?
Aww.
He said yes. So I don't know what that says about me.
Well, I'm not going to say.
They? I don't know if it's she, they.
Who knows?
Whatever. Yeah. What about you, Badger? Hey, he's eating ribs, I guess.
Badger.
The carnivore badger.
All badgers are carnivores, I thought.
I believe so, yeah.
The rib eating. Ooh, I have to pick on someone.
Okay. Like, aloud
no.
or?
No.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
No, I'm going to pick on Dr. Jones again tonight.
Oh, are you?
Who's
planning
Dr. Jones?
Oh my gosh.
Is this
He
somebody
is
I
a
should
man. He runs a YouTube channel called, what is it? NPG in something or other studios, where he is a theist who tries to stay away from the term, but he is a theist. He's not only a theist, he's a Christian, even though he tries to stay away from that term as well. He wants to let everyone know how much they're wrong and how right he is, but
as he mind
does
reads
it.
dead people's
Yes.
minds.
Oh,
He likes to say that we know that we know how these people meant what they wrote, and this is how we know these things to be true. And whenever he gets presented with someone who does not agree with him, he then tries to turn to anyone else on the panel and be like, well, wouldn't you say this so and so? And it's like, why are you going to them? Why aren't you just directly talking to me? We are having a conversation, not you and him. You and me are having one. And so
My proudest moment was when frustrated atheist was sitting there going, "Let me at him, let me on," and I'm like, "I've got this." and then you were like, "Yeah, you do."
Yes, I would, because for a minute, Faye was just being kind of polite-ish. She was being quiet. She wasn't saying anything, and I'm just like, "What, Faye? No, don't let him have that. No, stop this, Faye. Say something. Damn it, let me in." And she's like, hold on. And sure enough, the very second she had enough, she sat there and said, no, that's not how that is at all. And it was like, and from that moment, she kept backing him up. And finally, he sat there and said that, well, I sat there and did it. She goes, yeah, I study this for quite some time. I've studied literature. I've studied the historical context of this. And she just completely went off on him and said, and you do not understand a single thing you're fucking saying. And I was like, oh, that is fucking awesome. Thank you, Wonder Lady. And I just sat back and I just watched and listened and laughed and was like, and then she started going off on him, like really off, and he
politely. I was polite until I called him pathetic.
Yes, she's like, you are pathetic, and blah blah blah. And then the last thing I heard here is, and another thing, if you want to invite people on, then you should. And then that was it. I was like, aw, he couldn't take it no more.
Deleted the video before I was done.
Well, like bad-tempered badger, I need to go find something to eat. So I'm going to end the stream here. And as always, before I leave, I just want to remind everyone that they can download the Jonestown Massacre audio to use as white noise as they fall asleep.
Awesome!